Okay.
All right.
Good.
Yeah. So, guys, we are going to have a very free-flowing conversation. So, whenever you guys are okay, shall we begin?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right. So,
How do you pronounce your name?
Kuldeep,
Niurka.
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 Niruka.
Did I say it correctly?
Yes.
Niurka.
And
Where are you from?
Kuldeep.
Yes, Kuldeep. Yeah.
Originally from Cuba.
Oh, Cuba. Oh, tú hablas español.
Hablo español, sí.
Okay. Mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto.
Bien, mi amor. Okay. There we go. Now let's continue now.
Awesome.
How do I pronounce both of your names?
Olguy.
Olguy
Olgi. Okay.
Yes. Claro que sí.
Okay.
and Kuldeep.
Kuldeep. Yes, you got that correct. Yeah. So, Olgi and Niruka.
Oh,
Am I
Kuldeep, I
getting
had
it
your
correct?
name
Niurka.
down. I had your name down right. Trust me, I knew you. I
I know
had your
that.
name already before you knew it.
Oh, yes, my pleasure.
Okay.
So, Olgi and Niruka, so let's begin. So, we have like 45 minutes, so we are going to have free flowing conversation. So, what
Okay.
I'll do now, I'll just have a brief bio introduction of both of you, and then we'll start with the question answer. And we will have a very free flowing conversation. So, feel free to share your thoughts depending upon the nature of the question. And that's it.
Okay.
So, this conversation is all about uh, how you started, your story, something that you can share, something that you can tell the world that can inspire. So we are going to, this session is recorded. So the marketing team will then figure out a way to trim the portion. So basically the whole 45 minutes video will be made available for the viewers to view after the session is over. Okay, so we are trying to keep it that way. All right, so shall we
Okay.
begin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So
Perfect.
very warm good morning or good afternoon to both of you, depending upon the time zone you are in. And my name is Kuldeep, and I'm the senior strategist at Enalito Automation. And we are an AI company working in the field of machine learning and artificial intelligence to understand consumer behavior, product behavior, and we are trying to help the end consumers using our technology application. And we work in the field of retail to solve some of the very interesting challenges. So I'm very happy and honored to have Olguy Songolo with us on the panel discussion today and Niurka Castaneda with us on the panel discussion today. Olguy, Niurka, welcome. Let me give a brief introduction about you guys before we begin the question answer session. So first, let me start with Olguy. Olguy Songlo is
Women always,
the
women always first.
all right.
Always first.
Okay, sure. We can do that.
There you go.
All right. So we have Niruka Castaneda with us, and I hope I got the name correct. So
Yes,
Niruka
okay.
is the creator, director, producer, and a TV host at Hammer Umbrella TV show. And she's a mom, like an entrepreneur, a creator, explorer, a world traveler, and a lot of other things that she is doing. So kudos to that. And her brand, Amar Umbrella, represents much more than just providing stylish apparel and accessories. It symbolizes unity, camaraderie, understanding, relation, and empowerment. And although Amar Umbrella is just one of her entity, it is an entity that willingly unites with many other whose professional missions are the ones of understanding the current needs, have the willingness to provide solution-focused results, and are also voluntarily enlisting their services to empower one another in continued growth and prosperity. And Niruka has done her MBA from Grand Canyon University. Niruka, welcome to the
Oh,
panel discussion.
hey,
Glad to have you.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Where did you do your MBA?
Oh no, actually the bachelor on Miami Dade College.
He said Grand Canyon University.
No.
Okay, okay. I almost got excited. I was like, we both went to the same school. Okay. My apologies.
All right, wonderful. So glad to have you, Niruka, here. Thank you. Let me quickly introduce Olguy also. So Olguy is the CEO of Sports Medicine, The Difference, and his brand, his company is the first heelless technology shoe that his company has built, and he has grown up in Boston with his roots in Cameroon, Africa, and he was raised in a family uh, at, with hard work at its center, and he has done his bachelor's degree from Wilberforce University and MBA from Grand Canyon University, and we would love to know what Olguy is doing and about his amazing product that he has built. So, Olguy, welcome to the panel. Glad to have you.
Well, thank you. Thank you. And
Wonderful.
always a
So,
pleasure.
great. So, let me start with my first question. It's about purpose. Okay. So, I would like to know the purpose of your brand and how you started it. So let me go to Niruka first, and then we'll go to Olgi. Yeah, Niruka.
Yep, yep.
Hi. So the purpose of on my on my brand is based in providing hope. Uh, we do that by telling stories, one story at a time, and we do that with everything that we do, from our products to our services. We can always tell a story that inspire people to keep going. Um, we started we started in a period that we were transitioning out of the military service. We were at school and we had to create a product, and I fell into this heart-shaped umbrella. And I saw a heart-shaped umbrella, but I saw much more. I saw a symbol of unity, understanding, and empowerment, right? Because an umbrella uh, provides shelter, but a heart is just a universal symbol of love. So when I put it together, it was just hope. And that's what I try to do with everything that we offer.
Wow, that's a
Yeah.
very, very insightful thing about your brand. I mean, oh, that's very powerful, and especially in times that we are living in, where uh, what the world needs more, I think, love, and I think that symbolizes your brand so exceptional. That's wonderful. Olgi, over
Thank
to
you.
you. How you started and something about your shoe that you have built. Very, very. I saw the website and I was like, wow, this is something I never found, or because I have like there are so many things, there's so many shoes all of us have seen, but your design is kind of very, very unique. So if you can talk about it, that would be great.
It's on my head.
Oh,
We're the difference. To
okay.
be honest, number one, I always have to let people know that my father invented it,
Wow.
developed the shoe.
Uh-huh.
Yes, my father is the one that came up with, hey, how do we stop plantar fasciitis? How do we stop people that have flat feet, heel
Mm-hmm.
spurs, shin? He's the one that came up with it back in 1997. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
just developed it and made it into a shoe. That's what I did. That's what I did.
Wow. Wow.
And I take pride in that because it took us a while because he had to make a decision to say, do I raise my family or do I focus on this shoe? He said, I'm going to raise my family first. And we waited. And finally, in 2017, the difference was born. And now we're here. Now we need to let the world know that the difference is here. And we're going to let them know because
Mm-hmm.
we're about to be on ESPN and we're about to be on Bloomberg's network.
Wow.
Wow.
That's superb.
Congratulations.
Oh, that's very uh, deep, I must say, Olgi, because something your father has invented and you're taking it forward and making it a reality. That's wonderful, and I think it's basically your father identified the problem, and I think you're now taking it to the next level. Ultimately, the end consumer should be able to like use it and get rid of the, like solve the problem. And I think it's a major problem, definitely. And definitely need to be solved. Excellent. Let me go to my second question. Is around like you have started your journey and you have your product, and how do you connect with your consumers, like through your online store? What are some of the things that you are doing in order to kind of reach out to your target audience, basically? Uh, Let me go to Niruka.
We reach out several ways. We reach out through our website by bringing awareness to our products and our services. We have our TV show that we inform, educate, and elevate. But then also social media, and we go out there and provide opportunities on networking by creating events and, more importantly, creating experiences.
Mhm.
Because you can um, one-to-one person meets,
Mhm.
you cannot replace that.
Right.
So we try to provide those opportunities to be able to meet in person.
Okay.
And
So do you sell through your direct to consumer store, or do you sell it your product through a marketplace? How do you sell your products?
I do both.
Okay.
So my website has everything. That's my main site. But I
Mm-hmm.
do use other um, distribution stores like Amazon, Etsy,
Mm-hmm.
eBay.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, good. So you have both the channels, and you have your own store, and you sell it on a marketplace also. How about you, Olgi? Now that the product is out and you want to take it to the next, like the audience. So what are your plans? Online store, your own store, or through marketplaces?
So I'm very much B2C, which business to consumer,
Okay.
right off the back.
Mm-hmm.
We're starting to tap into B2B, which because now companies are starting to want to say, hey, listen, can we buy it in the bulk to work with us? But it's mostly B2C, like consumers want the product, and what works for us is
Mm-hmm.
they're the product.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, hey, listen, this works. This works.
Okay.
Our big our biggest challenge right now is making sure that we can get more consumers to wear the product, because
Mm-hmm.
you're not gonna it's a shoe without a heel. When's the last time you saw a shoe without a heel?
Correct. Absolutely not. I haven't. Yeah, that's what intrigued me.
So it's
Yeah.
like it's intriguing. They like, I want to wear it. I want to feel it. Like this
Okay.
is what happens. And if we're not everywhere for them to actually experience the difference, then how do we get to that point?
Okay. So you already started selling the shoes from your online store? Are
Absolutely.
you
Absolutely.
great?
Yes.
And
So we're definitely B2C for sure.
okay, wonderful. So now that your journey has started and you are executing, you already know your target audience. How do you like drive traffic to your website? Do you
Oh,
use
of
Google
course.
Ads, or are you doing email marketing? What are some of the things that you are doing in order to kind of grow your business? Like, let's say you have reached 10,000 people. How do you want to reach out
Oh,
to, let's say, 10,000 people?
Mark, Mark, I
Yeah.
see.
Yes.
Yo, so the
Yes.
reason why I need you to know, what Mark is the one that's helping me with this a lot, because he's helping me with marketing.
Mhm.
'Cause I had to notice that I have to do a lot of online marketing
Mhm.
as far as like social media and everything like that. And I am not the person that's best at that.
Mhm.
But I want Mark, he stepped into the game. Mark,
Mhm.
say what's up and let him know how we've been doing.
Good morning, good evening, depending on what part of the world you're in. How's everyone doing today?
Very good.
Very good. Thank you. A pleasure to be here. Thank you for this platform. So in terms of social media, it's been a journey
Mhm.
for the difference because of the technology and explaining to consumers the benefits. Because when people think about a shoe, they think maybe more style. They think more style than they think physical benefit, right? So that has been a challenge, but to our benefit, not only does the difference technology have a physical benefit, it also does have style. And as you can see with the different, if you've been to the website and you see the different colors that they have, you know, like we're able to appeal to different people, not only in not only for what it can do physically for the body, but also style wise. So now as we begin to grow and we are selling, the challenge is to now relay that to the consumer, right, in a packaged way. So that's our focus now, and that's the challenge, but that's what we're it's something we're excited to do.
Wonderful. That's very good. Of course, it's a journey, and I think you guys have just you have already taken that big step, because I think product development itself is a massive effort. And post that, I think once you start marketing, you will get ton of traffic. Excellent. My next question is for Niurka. Niurka, how about you? How do you drive traffic to your store, and who is your target audience?
So my target audience is the veteran family. The way I drive traffic to my website is reaching out in social media, also by email, newsletters, and getting in there, because we have to kind of break that awareness level, because they don't know who they are, how they can become visitors and know more about us. So we find different ways to reach out and to let them know, and do lives, do all of media services or stories or books. Be interesting.
Okay.
So,
and do you do, let's say, email marketing? Do you do Google Ads? Are you doing any of that?
yes.
Okay.
I do email marketing. I do ads. Depending on occasion, and especially just inviting them to be part of the journey.
Okay, wonderful, great. Olguy, the next question is for you. Is around, definitely. So you are Mark, who's taking care of your marketing efforts. So probably you both can answer the question. So now that your direct-to-consumer store is there, you guys are doing all these amazing marketing initiatives to drive people to your site. So are you currently doing email marketing, or are you planning to do email marketing, or how do you connect with your target audience? Because Google Ads is something which is basically to show the world that you exist and to drive people to their store. But after they come to the site, they are either going to see the shoe, see the product, learn about it, and then probably come back later and place the order. But that first interaction that they are going to have with your website, are you capturing their email address so that you can communicate with them? What are some of the things that you're doing for building your email list? How are you doing that?
Wow, great question. Go ahead, Mark.
So Olguy, let me speak to that, just so I have an appointment in a few minutes. So I'm gonna hop off, but I want to just speak a little bit to that. First it started off as email marketing. And what would happen is while Olguy was in production, for example, he was in China for about a year.
Wow.
Right? He stayed in China for a year to get the shoe done. And what he was doing is he would update the consumers who have either pre-ordered or showed interest. Wow. And what Olguy did a good job of, and what we did a good job of, is showing the journey and keeping people engaged.
Wow.
Then when the shoe, so that was through email marketing. And also then we added to social media. Then we added social media so people can see Olguy on pictures and videos. So,
We
so
started paying.
after adding, and that was all, and that was all, and that was all before the website. That was all before the website officially came about. But then the website came about, and we were able to, through there attract, email addresses, so on and so forth. But before that, it was generally email marketing, the social media, and then when doing face-to-face events and people trying on the shoe, literally capturing their email physically. So those are some of the ways that we did that. And if I can't speak an email, I'm still going to be on. But if I can't speak, forgive me.
Excellent, Mark. That's a great strategy.
Castaneda.
Yes.
Yes. Let me ask you a question. What is your favorite sport?
My favorite sport?
Yes.
Martial arts.
Martial arts, which means you have to be on your feet.
Yes.
Wow.
I know our time is limited. The reason why I asked that is because, oye, mi corazón, I'm going to talk to you now. We created a product that allows people to stay on their feet. Diabetics, we have a research study right now going on with diabetics.
Wow.
Entiende, mi amor?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
That's exciting. That's awesome.
Awesome.
We just found out that our shoes can actually eliminate plantar fasciitis, diabetics that have neuropathy, phase 1 and phase 2. We found that out.
Wow.
And guess what? We got a university doing the research study right now.
Wow.
And after that happens, this is what we're going to do. We're going to actually now file for FDA approval and Medicaid. So now you can pay for our shoes with insurance.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Me amo, entiende, mama?
Yes.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
It's more than good.
Yes, exciting.
It's amazing. It's the difference.
Excellent, Olguy. Of
Congratulations.
course, I think all that effort that you are putting in is going to give all the rewards. Ultimately, you're solving a very big problem, because that's what all the inventions that have happened in the world. And it's not like any other product that you have built. It's not another shoe. It's a shoe with a difference. And I think once people start using it and they understand the significance of it, they are going to become your ambassadors, and they are going to bring in more, I think. So
why don't you have shoes? Why don't you guys have the shoes?
Absolutely, we would love to try it. Absolutely, why not?
Try it. No, you need it. It's the shoe. It's the difference.
Yeah. So let me talk about your journey, Olguy. So Mark just mentioned that you spent a year in China. So how was the process, and like how much time did it actually took from the prototype shoe to, let's say, the final version which the consumers can wear? How much time did it took actually from design to final one? 1 year, 2 year, 3 years?
So, oh, wow. I was supposed to be there originally just 3 weeks because we thought we already knew what we were going to do. It did not go. Excuse me. It was not that amount of time. Actually came to China because he was, yo, you need support. I didn't know nothing about making shoes. It was a difficult challenge. And what helped me out a lot was I had people that were there that in me. I had CEOs, I had developers of companies that I cannot mention that were literally helping me.
Wow, wonderful.
They were. Mark, when did you come, Mark? Mark.
I think Mark dropped off, maybe.
Dropped off. All right. He came, and so it was like I was by myself.
Mm-hmm.
I was by myself in a foreign country that I didn't. I had to learn the language. I had to know how to move and navigate and get things done. I was sleeping in factories.
Oh wow, wow. That's tremendous. Great.
Tough. It was tough. I
So
was sleeping in the factory because I was like, yo, I have to micromanage how we gonna get this done.
correct, absolutely. It's not an easy task, and you must have
No, it was not.
absolutely. Yeah.
It was
So,
not.
what is the long-term vision? Definitely, you have the product ready now, which is, and you're going to get it approved and everything. So, what is the long-term vision? Will this shoe be made available on, in let's say, the offline environment also, or is it purely going to be online for you, like the sales thing?
I would love to do a brick and mortars. That's what
Mhm.
you're asking about.
Okay,
'Cause it's a shoe that you have to try on. People,
absolutely.
yeah, you have to try this on.
Yeah.
The story alone gets people to buy it, which is what's helping us out as far as marketing.
Mhm.
People are like, I want to try this on.
Okay,
In order to
wonderful.
try it on, you need to have facilities that people can actually have access to.
Mhm. Okay. So let me go to Niurka. So Niurka, you have been selling your uh, umbrellas and they're unique. So uh, what, how are you scaling up your business? What are some of the things that you're doing in order to, let's say, acquire more customers? Are you doing anything new this year? Because last year definitely was something very turbulent. So now that the pandemic and everything has a little bit settled down, what are some of the things that you're planning to do this year to grow your business, let's say from X dollar to 10X? What are your plans for this year?
So one of the things that we're doing is we're increasing events opportunities and going meet them where they are.
Mhm.
We also doing pop-up events to get their clothes and travel experiences. Um, we also incorporating B2B
Mhm.
by reaching out to not just corporations but also the government
Mhm.
um, with all different products and services as well.
Okay, wonderful. So a lot of offline and online events together and to in order to kind of have an interaction with your audience. Excellent, great. Olgi, my next
Thank you.
question is for you, and it's around basically we got to know about your behind the scenes story, basically how hard it is for a shoe to come out, especially with something which has a very unique technology. So, as an entrepreneur, somebody who has like taken this big task of solving that problem, and definitely it's very, very unique. And I'm sure it's gonna become very big in years to come. And because once consumers start using it, they'll love it. And basically, it's solving a very important problem for everyone because traditional shoes have remained the same throughout. So I think this is something new that they can try on. So my question is around. Uh, so definitely, Mark is going to take care of your marketing, but you as an entrepreneur, what is your vision? How big you think this business of yours can be? Let's say if you have to put a dollar value, let's say, will it become a $1 million business, let's say, in 1 year, or $10 million in 5 years, or let's say $100 million in 5 years? What is your vision? I mean, I'm just putting
No, and
hypothetical
Mark's
numbers,
not
but
gonna
as
talk
an
about.
entrepreneur, I'm just asking.
He's not gonna talk about this. Um,
According to you, what's that number you are
I'm
thinking?
very this is we just disrupted the shoe industry.
Yeah.
When's the last time you saw a shoe without a heel?
Absolutely not. And that's what I'm very, that's what I want to know how big the business is going.
It's science based.
Yeah,
It's science. It's not like it's just, oh, they just did this. It's science based.
absolutely. Yeah.
Research. We are backed up by research and science.
Mhm. So,
Universities.
okay.
So
And,
where this is gonna go, to be honest with you,
oh,
we're gonna buy out Nike.
really? Wow.
Yes.
Very good. That's,
I'm being complete. If you want to know where it's gonna go, that's what's gonna happen.
Absolutely amazing. That's a great
That's
vision.
awesome.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And
Yes.
one more question on that, a follow-up question is basically uh, the product that you have got, it has a very, like the target audience is definitely defined, but it can be used by anyone and everyone, of
Yes.
course, right?
So
And
we that originally. So I got to talk about my father. When we talk about the shoes, we got to talk about that because a
mhm,
lot of people think that Olguy did this. No, 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 no. Olguy
mhm,
just developed it. Okay,
correct.
my
Yeah.
father is the one that invented the shoe. I
Mhm,
make it very clear.
mhm,
We thought it was just for runners.
correct.
Okay.
Mhm,
Now, I have my three sisters and my mom that are nurses that are like, yo, I wear these shoes. And I have friends that have worn the shoes that are like, well, I can stand on them for long periods of time. I can
mhm.
walk them.
Wonderful.
So now the use of the shoes has gone through a different realm.
Wow.
And that is the difference.
Okay.
We are literally changing the game in the running, walking, and standing industry.
Hmm.
Yes, what we're doing right now
Hmm.
with the diabetics, we're about to change the game with the diabetics.
Good, very good. And my next follow-up question for you, Olgi, is around uh, so currently is your business bootstrapped or have you raised any funding
Yeah,
currently?
strictly. We have not, we have no, number one, we have no debt. Okay,
Hmm.
the business is debt free.
Mhm.
Whoa, how do you have a debt free business for 5 years?
Mhm.
Because you bootstrap. That's what I've been doing.
Great. And are you planning to pitch
I'm
it?
I am very thing with investors is that could be a whole other conversation
Correct.
because investors have reached out to us, but
Mhm.
they came out to us with stupid numbers as far
Mhm.
as equity. I'm
Mhm.
gonna be honest with you.
Great. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But basically, why I asked this question is uh, a shoe is like a physical product, and in order to
Mhm.
manufacture it at scale, you need a factory, a setup, and with all the efforts that are involved in order to reach a larger audience. So that's why I thought of asking that question. But good. So you have plans laid out for it, but over a period of time that can happen. So that's very
I
good.
even want, man, as I said, that could be a separate conversation because I already have places
Mhm.
where I want to shift when it comes to manufacturing and everything that needs to happen.
Okay.
And people are asking us also, we have the shoe
Mhm.
with a textile.
Okay.
They want, can we have some leggings? Can we have shirts? Can we have
Mm.
that shifts completely.
Mhm.
And the thing about it is I'm in that realm.
Mhm.
And so here you are. Oh yeah,
Mhm.
still here?
Mhm.
Corazon.
Okay. Yep. We are listening. Yes. Go ahead.
Yes.
Okay. So right now, currently, once we finish this study that is going to happen,
Mhm.
we have to move into textile. People love the shoes.
Mhm.
They want something to accommodate it.
Mhm. Okay. Got it. Like a complementary product along with the shoe.
Not, and how do you scale? Because of course that's going to be your question if you didn't ask.
Hmm.
How do you grow? You scale by producing something that people are going to continuously want.
Hmm.
Is this just for runners? No, walkers, construction people,
Mhm.
soccer,
Mhm.
cricket.
Mhm.
We're going to go into every industry
Hmm.
because it's science based.
Okay. And how do you manufacture your shoe? Are you currently manufacturing? So do you have like a factory setup or
Both
are you?
factories set up in China.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Okay. So that's very good. So, because why I asked this question is basically the times that we are living in are like supply chain and all these issues are creeping in, and especially with the pandemic, I think things slowed down. Now they're picking up. So demand is there, but supply is less. So definitely, uh, as you start to getting more demand for your business, you will have to kind of create that very robust supply chain. So what are your plans for that, Olgi?
So, number one is to be able to have more than one access to a factory.
Okay.
Keep it there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a politician, but I do understand how politics work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I do know that, hey, listen, while we want to keep it here, we need to have access to other hubs that can also do the shoes and supply, not just for textile or whatever, anything that we need to do.
Great.
And do I have that capability?
Hmm.
I do.
Wonderful.
I have that.
Great.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Excellent.
Okay.
So, okay, so follow up on that. So, my next question for both of you. So, we talked little bit about your business, about your story, and everything. Now, let's talk about your team. Or how are you expanding your team so that you can have the right set of people doing like running different departments? Because definitely, when you are to build a business, you need to have a team, people who are like experts and who can help you in scaling up. So let me go to Nirka quickly. So Nirka, how are you doing it? Are you a solo entrepreneur or do you have team? Or are you planning to expand this year? How are you doing it?
I was a sole entrepreneur, but I recently I hired a team of marketers. I hired a team of that help me, kind of straight line my website.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I've been adding the right people at the right time, and it's a work in progress because you do have to build that communication channel.
Okay,
Um, make- but yes, little by little, we're growing. What it makes sense, the things
absolutely.
that we need to multiply or skill sets. That's what we hiding it.
That's great. Absolutely. Because for any business, it's imperative to have more people on the team who can like take care of specific functions, especially in retail or e-commerce. For that matter, you need to have a marketing team in place who can take care of all the creative and brand development aspect, or the sales team, or the finance team, or the HR team. So definitely, depending upon where your business is and what your vision is, you need to have people who can help you in taking it to the next level. Let me go to Olgi also. So Olgi, I know it's you and it's Mark. So do you have more people on the team, or are you planning to grow your
It,
team this year?
it's I want to grow the team.
Mm-hmm.
It's just honestly, it's the family. It's the family and Mark,
Okay.
and it's been working.
Okay.
Do we want to expand it? Yes. If you ask me for a B plan, I can give you all that. You already know you've done research on me, so you know a little bit about me.
That's very
That,
good. That's very good.
that's that's not the
Mm.
issue. It's just more in the sense of, are you gonna come and scale?
Correct.
Because I don't just want people to just come in and people every day reach out to us and, hey, I love what the company is doing. Can I work for you? Can I do this? No.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Come in and what do you bring in and what's your value?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What's your
So
value?
it's.
What are you gonna bring in that's gonna make us get to that next level? I
Mm.
just I just told you, we buying out Nike.
Okay.
In with simple shit if we're
Mm-hmm.
but buying Nike out.
Okay.
And there is nothing about me that's gonna take that off.
Mm. Very good.
Sorry, I
So
just gotta
so you
sorry.
have you, Mark, and your family members who are like.
I need a team. I need a team of marketers. But I need a right team.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not the right team, then I push you away. Like, no,
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Gotcha.
have.
Okay,
I'm
great.
just being honest with you, and I'm okay being patient. I'm
Mm-hmm.
okay being patient. I have a master's. I graduated from GCU with a 4.0 GPA. I'm doing a doctorate right now that they're paying for. Okay, so
Right.
it's not the level of education that's missing. It's there. It's you need people that are around you that are going to rock with you. And when I say the word rock, I'm saying in the sense of be there with you, like know how do you move.
Absolutely, that's amazing. Very good. So you have very good ambitions, and like you're building your dream gradually. So let's talk a little bit about basically the brand development aspect, or probably do you okay, so currently your team is like, do you work with let's say agencies, or are you taking any external help for doing your brand development? Okay.
Don't have that.
Okay.
I've been selling by bootstrapping, and the fact that people are like, okay, number one, he's smart. He's like, we gonna come to him. You can Google me. Yes, we got to that point.
And what is the price point at which the shoe that you have built will be available for the
MSRP right now? The MSRP on the shoes right now is $180, and the all blacks is $475 because of the fact that it took me a lot to make those.
Okay.
and I put more work into it, but aesthetics wise.
And now that the commercial product is already out, have you reached a certain scale? Let's say, for example, numbers.
People are buying it.
Okay.
And I'm not even marketing.
Okay, wonderful.
Like people are buying the shoes right now, and it's because it took 5 years to get to this point, but people are buying it. They're buying it at 180, and the 475s, they're buying it because they want to say, I'm the first one to have these.
Wonderful.
People want to be able to say that.
Great. Excellent. I mean, that's very, because without any marketing efforts, if people are coming and buying, that's an excellent value proposition to have. And that's like a big USP, because if your product is the king, it can win hearts in no time. So
how do you say no to a, oh yeah. Castaneda, she there? Where's she?
Dime. Yes, dime.
How do you say no to a product that is going to make you feel better? That's going to say yes. You can't.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Let me go to Niurka also. And Niurka, so for email marketing that you are doing currently, what are some of the tools that you are using for your online business? If you can share some of the things that you are doing in email marketing, what kind of emails do you send to your consumers?
So I do emails that kind of mix they're informative and entertaining, because I don't want people to be reading a boring email and just selling.
What tools are you using?
Provide value.
What applications or tool are you using for email marketing?
So I tried several different ones. I try Haspat and I try Sandy Blue. Right now I'm using Sandy Blue. I tried MailChimp. It just one or the other didn't work out for some reason or other. So right now I'm using Sandy Blue.
Okay, great. Okay, now that we are coming to an end of this discussion, let's have a final question for both of you. Around what is that one piece of advice that you would like to give to your younger one, basically someone who would like to start a business? Let's say maybe someone from your family come to you and ask you for an advice, asking, I want to launch a new business, I want to become an entrepreneur. So what is that one piece of advice that you will give to them, and what that advice will be? Let me go to begin with Olguy, if you can share, and then we go to Niurka. All right, we can do that. Hey, Niurka, what is that one piece of advice that you would like to give to, let's say, someone from your family who come to you and ask you for an advice?
I would tell them go for it. I would say figure out how to make it done. Dream big, but be worried. Use be bootstrap as much as you can. because you want to build that dream. You
Mhm.
want to make sure that you're building a solid foundation
Mhm.
so you can keep going as long as you want. But I would definitely say be the one that you actually make your ideas happen.
Mhm.
Don't be the one that see your ideas walk by you.
Wonderful. That's a great piece of advice. Thank you so much. Let me go to Olgi.
Thank
How
you.
about you, Olgi? What is that advice that you would like to give?
Why? Why do you want to do it?
Mhm.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're going, if you can already understand the why piece,
Mhm.
then you can move on to the next piece. Why?
Okay.
Give you a clear example. Said, Dad, why did you want to come up with a shoe with no heel? Because I got hurt. There was a why piece.
Mhm.
Why did I decide to say, okay, I'm going to take this journey? Why did I decide to say it's going to take this effort? Once you understand the why, then you
Mhm.
now can say, okay, then what has to happen to make this move?
Mhm.
I lived in a country for 1 year.
Mhm.
I lost a relationship. I was in a relationship. I had a girlfriend and it ended because I said to her, I said, I need to stay here
Mhm.
till the shoe gets done.
Wow.
People don't understand what it
Mhm.
takes to get to a certain level.
Correct. Absolutely.
It's a lot of sacrifice.
Okay.
That sacrifice is more in the sense of what is the end goal?
Mhm.
So why, what, how,
Mhm.
and is it worth it?
Excellent. Excellent advice, I must say. Wow, that's very, very thoughtfully put. And why, what, how, and the last piece that you mentioned. Very, very good. I must say that that's a excellent advice for any budding entrepreneur or anyone who is already doing something, want to launch something new, and knowing your why, knowing your purpose, and then knowing what you want to build, how you want to build, and ultimately, is it worth it? So that you're solving uh, a problem, something that can make a difference, something that can help consumers. And I think the world that we're living in is full of opportunities. It's just a matter of spotting the right problem and then coming up with a solution and then executing it and going step by step. So I think you both of you guys are doing something very wonderful. I'm really happy that we had this conversation and got to know a little bit about your business, your story, and would love to chat with you more again in the future, maybe on some other topic, maybe something very particular about the product in general or the technology behind it. So we can talk about that maybe on a one-on-one conversation also. Yeah, so thank you so much, Niurka, for taking out time and joining the panel discussion today. Thank you so much, Olgi, for joining today and uh, sharing your story, sharing the pain and the efforts that you have put in to bring that shoe to life. My best wishes for your business, and I would love to help you out also in with our technology capabilities going forward. We can chat about that maybe in subsequent conversations. And
Castanda, Castanda.
Outstanding.
yeah,
Hey,
Hi.
hey, que lo que, ma. Yeah, I'm not gonna
all
pick it
right,
up. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
I
all right,
love
Yeah, we
it.
must connect later.
Do not stop what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Okay?
You too.
Yes.
You too.
Keep doing what you're doing. Trust and believe me, it's moving. If you
great.
don't think so,
Let's move.
do not ever hesitate yourself. We
Hmm,
always say, gracias a Dios. Entiende? Eh?
great. All right.
Entiendo.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Augie. Thank you, Niruka. So you guys have a great day ahead. Look, I'll be in touch. Speak to you guys soon again. Thank you so much. Have a great, great time. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
having us.
Thank you, Niruka. Bye-bye.
Bye.